It's March 10th. I'm Larotay Gaming and this is koolNews Primetime. And now, for the headlines. The House Committee on Ways and Means has approved the unnumbered substitute bill that allows the President to suspend the collection of excise tax on petroleum products. The bill says that can be done when the MOPS has reached $80 per barrel for 1 month immediately preceding the suspension, or a state of national emergency or calamity that resulted in extraordinary increases in domestic pump prices of petroleum products. The bill also specifically states that the power of the President shall be exercised only until December 31, 2028. Transport Group Piston is planning to seek a fare increase on public jeepneys as they continue to struggle with rising fuel prices due to the trade halt. In a DZRH interview yesterday, Piston National President Modi Floranda said that the government should already implemented this increase as the driver's income continues to shrink due to high gas prices. While acknowledging that commuters may also be affected, Floranda said that the proposed increase could help drivers recover some losses and sustain their livelihood. Economists and analysts are now projecting that the jobs in their country and in this country will go in peril. In a Business Mirror interview, economist Calixto V. Chiquiamco said that the prolonged crisis in the Middle East could slow Philippine economic growth and eventually lead to higher employment rates. He also explained that the higher global oil prices are already beginning to climb and would raise the costs for both businesses and households. As fuels becomes more expensive, companies may scale back operations and delay investment plans, while consumers reduce spending. Laguna Representative Ann Matibag called on the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, or IVP, to investigate lawyer Ferdinand Topacio's recent degrading remarks against her fellow female lawmaker and celebrities on his show on DWIZ. Topacio defended Quezon City Representative Bong Suntay for saying controversial words in a congressional hearing. He also said that he quote-unquote, desired Gabriela Representative Sara Elago after the lawmaker defended actress Anne Curtis from lewd remarks. Matibag slowly condemned the misogynistic remarks made by Topacio against Representative Elago, who is also an active member of the Committee of Women and Gender Equality. President Bongbong Marcos seeks a policy change on gender equality in the Philippines during his time in New York as a part of his speech at the 70th season of the Commission on the Status of Women. He called for sustained policy reforms and cultural transformation to achieve genuine gender equality worldwide and to confront violence against all women in all of its forms. He said that the woman empowerment is key to building not only a more equal world, but better one for all of humanity. The Philippines will not rejoin the ICC for now, Palace Press Officer Claire Castro said at the press conference. Castro said that the President's stance on the ICC has not been changed, and the Philippines will not be rejoining the ICC at this time. The Philippines formally withdrew from ICC on March 17, 2019, exactly a year after the revocation of the Rome Statute. In March of 2018, former President Rodrigo Duterte ordered the Philippines' withdrawal from the Rome Statute that created the ICC, following a preliminary examination by former prosecutor Fatu Bensouda into the alleged crimes committed during his bloody drug war. Duterte is currently at the ICC detention center in The Hague, Netherlands. The Department of Migrant Workers, or DMW, has confirmed that the one Filipino seafarer is among those reported missing in the Sea of Hormuz after a tugboat was reportedly deployed to assist a vessel that had come under attack amid the escalating tensions involving Iran in the region. The agency said that the seafarer's family already have been informed of the situation. And for our quick notes, complaints like panic buying can now be reported through the eGov.ph app alongside fuel hoarding complaints. Another suspect in the Tau Gamma Pi fraternity hazing incident surrendered himself to the CIDG. He is currently the seventh suspect in the custody, while 4 others are being hunted down. The Department of Justice will oppose Jinggoy Estrada's plea to travel abroad amid the issued precautionary hold departure order against him. And the Department of Education said that it has mobilized mental health support mechanisms following the death of a learner from Taguig City. Our final word for tonight is about the conflicts currently happening in our world. Everyone was shocked by the situation of now unfolding in the Middle East because of the threat of a war that began with the bombing of Iran by America and Israel. Just this past Sunday, Iran retaliated by launching missiles at American military bases in neighboring countries in that region. Fear and terror suddenly became the reality for our fellow Filipinos working there. Many of them are domestic helpers. These conflicts have been opened our eyes, and our daily lives are now just filled with anxiety as we receive nothing but alarming news every single day. The events are turning into a domino effect. And the worst part is that civilians are the ones who are getting caught in the middle. There have been explosions. There have been missile striking incidents. There are deaths. There are injuries. There's a lot of chaos. Now we are also worried about how the price of crude oil will go. Diesel has already jumped from 76 pesos from 56 just last week. A total increase of just 20 pesos. And there are plans for it to reach as high as 90 pesos per liter. In just 2 months, we will just run out of crude oil because we import our oil from that region, from the Middle East. The Strait of Hormuz is currently blocked. Imports has been suspended because of the conflict. Our president has ordered a 4-day work week for all of the government offices. What's even worse is that this will hit the hardest the many Filipinos who depend on affordable transportation, the minimum wage earners, the jeepney and taxi drivers who just hustle every day, the tricycle drivers who are just already struggling to find passengers, the Grab car, Grab taxi, the taxi itself, and the motorcycle taxi riders. In short, every one of us will be affected. What our fellow Filipinos are praying for amid all of this is that these conflicts will finally come to an end. Because we will never know. One day, we just might wake up to our reports that some of our fellow kababayan have been caught in the crossfire. We can only hope that someday soon, a new morning will come. A rainbow after the rain. And that people will once again live in peace. To the leaders of our nation, especially to those right in the middle of this war, please, 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 think carefully about your every move and every decision. Because it is not only soldiers who are being dragged into this chaos. Ordinary civilians are, of course, already suffering. This is no longer this is no longer right. And this is our final word. Our weather update, as of the latest Pag-asa weather bulletin, the northeast monsoon is affecting Luzon, while Visayas and Mindanao will experience a drop of a low pressure area. Expect moderate to rough winds from 2.1 to 3.5 meters in northern Luzon and the eastern sections of central Luzon, southern Luzon, and Visayas. While other parts of the country will experience some slight to moderate winds. Weathers will be cloudy skies, scattered rains, and thunderstorms in Visayas and Mindanao and Masbate, while the rest of the Philippines will have light rains with some cloudy skies. And now, the TVH announces their new changes in their primetime lineup. Starting March 16, TVH and Coco Martin are the most grateful to the millions of viewers who just followed the journey of Tanggol in FPJ's Batang Quiapo. Every night, making it the country's most watched primetime series and breaking viewing records since 2023. As FPJ's Batang Quiapo concludes on March 13, TVH will roll out a new primetime lineup on March 16. Opening the TVH primetime block at 8 p.m. is the action drama Totoy Bato, top billed by Kiko Estrada. It will be followed by the romance comedy series Dreaming of the Freaking Fairy Tale at 8:45 p.m., Strong Girl Dobong Soon at 9:30 p.m., starring Park Bo Young and Park Yung Sik. Airing at 10:15 p.m., Work Later, Drink Now 2, starting Lee Sun Bin, Han Sunwa, and Jung Yoon Ji. And Hotel de Luna at 11 p.m., starting IU and Yoo Jin Ju. Meanwhile, the premiere of the upcoming series Sigabo, starring Coco Martin and Julia Montes, will move to a later date as preparations continue to make it as an exciting offering that will bring a new viewing experience. Viewers can enjoy exciting shows on the Kalamaw channel sa TVOK2, SBD, and I Need TVH. Maraming salamat at nananatili kaming tapat sa inyo, mga Kalamaw. And that's all for headlines for today. Stay tuned to koolNews and TGON Kool FM for the latest updates. On behalf of DJ Sen, I'm Lartay Gaming. Good evening. It is now 10 o'clock.